Good morning, student. Today we are starting a new chapter, electric current. Okay, student. This electricity, as you know, it is such an important phenomenon. The whole world runs on it. Even in your house, in everyday requirement, it is one of the most important, useful, even for our every human beings, student. So first, the word which comes, student. That word is current. If you say the same English meaning of it, English meaning means just a flow. Current means something is flowing, say water flow, water is flowing. But when I say electric current, it has some different aspect rather than its English meaning. When I say current flows means there is a flow of charge. Not only flow of charge in a particular direction. In a particular direction. Okay, student. Now, as you know, this flow meaning you know, this also you know, but this word is very new, student. First, we have to emphasize on this word, charge. You have to understand its meaning. And to understand the meaning of the charge, I will take you to the one of the concept of previous class. You must have heard a word, student, known as mass. What is mass? Remember, student, mass is the name of a property possessed by an object due to which it attracts other substance of this universe. So what is mass? It is the name of that, it is the property. It is the property by virtue of which any substance attracts other substance of this universe. And the force which is exerted is known as gravitational force. So student, what is mass? Mass is the name of a property due to which it attracts other objects. Every object attracts every other object. So how it is attracting? It is this property, mass. And the force which is there, that name is gravitational. And this force is attractive only. It is attracting. That is mass. Similarly, we have another property possessed by the substance of this universe known as charge. Okay, what is charge? It is the name of a property possessed by an object or substance of this universe. What is that property? That property is it attracts or repels. Both are there. Other. Now other means in this case other, after other will come other charged object. I will come into the point what is the charged object, okay? First, to understand the basic meaning of this. This is a property or name of the property. What is that property? It is who is possessing this property? Any substance. What is that property? Attracts or repels other charged object. So this is basically what the meaning of charge is, okay? And the force which this applies is known as electrostatic force. As every mass attracts every other mass by a force, gravitational force. Similarly, every charge attracts or repels the other charge by a force known as electrostatic force. Okay, student, this is the meaning of charge. Now I will come into the detail of it. So what is charge is the name of a property. Remember, student. As I said, flow of charge in a particular direction means a substance is flowing which has this particular property, that is flowing in a particular direction. Now I am coming to the atom. You studied about atom. At the center of the atom it has a nucleus. Surrounding it, electrons are revolving at different orbits. Though atom is a very small entity, I am drawing it bigger to explain. This is nucleus. It consists of proton plus neutron. And here are the electrons. Now student, this charge, they are of two kinds. Positive, negative. They are of two kinds, positive charge and negative charge. Now first, to understand the meaning of positive charge. Means, suppose I say that this pen is positively charged. What it will mean? Positive charge means, say in this atom, we have proton, neutron and electron. Proton is positive, we say electron is negative, and if you add them, total charge comes out to be 0. So generally, if I see this pen is not charged because it has a charge, but net charge is 0. That is why it will not attract or repel any other charged object. In every substance of this universe has a charge, but we cannot see the effect because net charge is 0. And already I have explained you the meaning of the word charge. Okay. Now suppose from this atom this electron is ejected out, it comes out. Now what will happen? This charge will not come out to be 0. This will not be 0. Because now suppose this atom has 10 proton and 10 electron. So total came out to be 0, plus minus. Now 9 electron, 10 proton and 9 electron. Now total charge comes out to be plus 1. This is student positive charge which I have written here. So positive charge means it has lost some electron. Now just the opposite. Suppose some electrons are added from outside. There are different mechanisms it can happen. You will see in higher classes. Electrons are added, then it will become negative charge. This is the one meaning of positive and negative charge. If I say this pen is negatively charged, means it has extra electrons, more electrons than number of protons. And this electron, they are the entities which are having charges. Protons, smallest entity which are having charges. So this is also known. Suppose there is a one positively charged body and another negatively charged object. They will attract each other. One positively charged, another positively charged, they will repel each other. This you know, attraction and repulsion. So this is the general meaning of positive and negative charge. Now I am coming to the word flow of charge. To understand the mechanism of flow of charge, there are two categories of substance. One is known as conductors. Other is known as insulators. Say this is a conductor. This is an insulator. Now student, understand the difference between the two. In conductors we have electrons as well as protons are there. Here also we have electrons, protons are there. But the difference is that one, in this the electrons can move easily. Electrons can move easily. In this, electrons cannot move. Electrons cannot move easily. These protons are fixed, student. Fixed means they cannot change their position. So whenever there is a flow of charge, it is the electrons which are moving. And as a student, you must have studied in 9th class, anything which is moving has an energy, known as kinetic energy. So when this electron, they start moving in a particular direction, they possess some energy. And that energy is converted into what? Say the fan is running, bulb is switched on, bulb is giving light. So it is that energy which is converted into other form of energy. Now see student, this is a conductor insulator. In this electrons cannot move easily, in this they can move. But this movement is very random. I can drawing it. Electrons, say this is it can move anywhere. This electron may go here. Some electrons may run this side. It is a random motion. They are randomly moving. This is not current. Some electrons coming this side, some electrons going this side. Randomly they are moving. This is not the current. Okay student, now just now I told you electron is negatively charged. This you have to remember student. Electron is said to be negatively charged and proton is said to be positively charged. This is by convention it has been taken because they show the opposite properties. So one has been given name as negative, other is positive. They show opposite properties, that is why. Now students see, electron is negatively charged and proton is positively charged. So if I apply force from outside, means electrical force if it is applied, electrical force means some other charged bodies are there. Then that electrical force will apply force on this charge, will apply force on this charge. This is fixed, this cannot move, this will start moving. This is what is done in a cell. Cell applies electrical force on the electrons. And these electrons they start moving in a particular direction. That is known as current student. So now you understood the meaning of this sentence, flow of charge in a particular direction. Suppose we have a substance like this. Before I proceed, one more thing student. The smallest charge which is available or possible is this much. That is charge of an electron, 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 19 coulomb. This coulomb student, it is a new word for you. It is actually unit of charge. It is SI unit of charge. Every quantity has a unit student. For example, mass, kg. How you will measure mass? Similarly, charge. It is measured in terms of coulomb. Okay, student. Electron has this much negative charge. Proton has this much positive charge. Now I am writing C. Now one more thing remember student. Whenever the charge means I say charge is available, it will always be in this form. See, symbol of charge is Q is equal to Ne. N is a number. 1, 2, 3. For example, I have 1 electron. So how much charge? 1.6, 10 raised to minus 19. I have 2 electrons. How much charge? 2 into 1.6 10 raised to minus 19. Unit will be coulomb. Like this, student. 3 electron, 3 into this much. This is this one, this is N. And this is the total charge. Now charge has one more important property, student. This charge is conserved. Student, remember till now, though the chapter is electric current, we didn't started the current. I am just telling you the basic which will be required to understand current. Okay. This charge is conserved, means we cannot destroy the charge. Total charge will remain constant. It can be converted into one charge into another, positive, negative, but we cannot destroy it. And the second, charge is quantized. What is the meaning of this word? You understand, student? Quantized. Just now I have written the formula. Q is equal to Ne. Here you can also add plus minus because charge may be negative or positive also. Okay. So what is the meaning of this sentence? I can have a charge plus minus twice E. E is the smallest charge available. I can have a charge plus minus 6E. I can have a charge plus minus 7E. But I cannot have a charge equal to 2 by 3. This is not possible, student. Not possible. I cannot have charge in fractions. This is the meaning of charge is quantized. Okay, student. Now, this is a substance. Here we have charges. I am drawing only electron. I am showing, student. Okay. Though there are positive charges also. Suppose I draw a line here. And suppose I note by some method, I am noting how much charge is crossing this line in a particular time. Say time is 1 second. Say in 1 second from here to here, this much charge has crossed. Then I take in time, another time, say 5 seconds. In 5 seconds, say this much capital Q charge has crossed. This region means charge is flowing in a particular direction. How it will flow, I will come into it. This is current. This charge started flowing in a particular direction. So in 1 second, this much charge is flowing. 5 seconds, this much charge is flowing. Okay. Suppose, student, in t second, charge flowed is Q. So in 1 second, how much will be the charge flown? This is current, student. This is current. Symbol is I. This is the first basic formula of this chapter. What is current? Rate of flow of charge. Now I am writing before here, rate of flow. In 9th class you have studied rate of change of momentum. Now I am saying rate of flow of charge. This is current, student. This is how to measure current, student. Suppose 1 coulomb charge passes through any cross section in 1 second. Okay, student? Then the current is how much? This is the formula. 1 upon 1. This is known as 1 ampere current. This is SI unit of current, student. SI unit of current, ampere. Written as capital. It is on the name of the scientist. Okay, student. So 1 ampere current flow means this much charge has crossed a particular section. So till now, student, we have understood the formula for current and what is current. Now, student, in the market you must have seen the small pencil cell. Okay, student. In that cell, if you have seen, it is something like this. Here one knob is there like this. Here positive is written, here negative is written. Okay, student. The symbol of this will be this. This is positive, this. And generally you know it that when I connect a circuit here, suppose a copper wire with a bulb I am connecting, I will see the bulb glows. This everybody will have seen it. Bulb will glow. This is the direction of current. Now, student, about the direction of current, there is one convention. Convention means it was accepted by the international forum or the scientists at a particular time. That became a convention by a committee of members who decided it. And what is that convention? This arrow which I am drawing, it is the direction of current. So this is the direction of flow of positive charge. Direction of flow of positive charge. This is direction of current. There are many cases in which positive charge also flows, student. That is in case of solutions and all. But the case which we are studying, conductor, their positive charge cannot flow. Their electrons are flowing. So direction of flow of electron is opposite to the direction of current. Means here I have drawn the arrow this side, means electron is traveling in opposite direction. That you have to remember. Okay? Because in conductors electron is traveling. But before I proceed further to this cell, we have to understand one word, student, known as potential or potential difference. This term you have to understand, student. Potential. Then only you can understand the mechanism of flow of electric current. To understand this potential, let us take an example. Suppose, student, here are many charged particles. This charge may be positive charge and may be negative, and you must know it. Positive charge will repel another positive charge. Positive charge will attract another negative charge. So this is a combination of charges. Both mixes are there. Okay. Now suppose, student, I am choosing 2 points. One is here, A, and this point B. I am choosing 2 points. Okay. And from the outside I am bringing a charge from here to here. I am just bringing a charge from here to here. Now see, there are other charges who may repel also, who may attract also. But suppose I am facing repulsion, net repulsion, means I have to do certain work while coming from here to here. Because there are other charges who are applying forces. So to bring this charge from here to here, I am doing certain work. Say that work is W. Work from A to B. What I am bringing charge Q. Okay, student. Now, student, to take the charge Q, the work done is W. So how much is the work done if I take 1 unit of charge? This much is the work done I have to do. This quantity, student, is known as potential difference between those 2 points. So what is the meaning of the word potential or potential difference? Work done in order to bring a unit charge from one point to the other, student. And remember, student, electric current always flows when there is a potential difference. In lower classes you must have heard the word temperature. You must have heard the word temperature. Heat flows from higher temperature to low temperature. Something is flowing, heat flows. Similarly, if I say about level, water flows from high level to low level. From. Okay, students. Similarly, students, remember, electric current flows from high potential to low potential. Means to flow of electric current there must be potential difference, student. This word you understand, potential difference. There must be potential difference. And this difference is created by a source. Example, cell, battery. There is a confusion between cell and the battery. Remember, student, this is only one cell. This is I am saying cell. If I join one more cell or more than one cell, it becomes that is known as battery. Means it is a combination of cell. This is battery, student. To make the electron flow in a particular direction, there should be a potential difference, student. And that difference is created by source. Source may be cell. In cell, that is actually chemical reaction. Due to chemical reaction, this potential difference comes in cell. What happens? Two different metals are dipped in a solution. Due to chemical reaction, in one metal, electrons becomes higher, and one metal electron becomes shorter. And when you connect the wire, electrons start flowing due to difference of the number of electrons. That is in the cell. And student, how to measure potential difference? This is the method. So here we got one more formula. Potential difference denoted by B, W upon Q. This is work done, unit is joule, charge coulomb. 1 joule of work for 1 coulomb charge. Okay, this is known as 1 volt. This is SI unit of potential, volt. Okay, student. So what is potential or potential difference? Potential, work required to move one unit charge from. Now since here I have written potential, I have not written potential difference. So this means I am talking about one single point. Okay, student? I am not talking about 2 points. But charge is moved from one point to the other. So I will take that one point to be infinity now. From infinity means very far away to a particular point. That is known as potential. And if it is between 2 points, that will become potential difference. And the formula is W by Q. So student, till now we have learned two formula. One is current, other is potential. And this difference is the source creates, it is known as cell. And this source is also known as source of EMF. I will just give you a brief account of this EMF, student. What this EMF is. Anything which supplies electrical energy to a circuit, okay? Any device which supplies electrical energy to a circuit, that device is known as source of EMF. It may be a generator, it is supplying electrical energy, it is source of EMF. It may be cell which we are using in our daily life. Now what this EMF is, it means electromotive force. Okay, and this is connected with the source. This term is not with the circuit, connect source. Source means cell. Say cell. Cell has an EMF, we say. And this, why it is called force? Because it is a cell which is applying the force on the charged particle to move in a particular direction. That is the name given force. Okay, student? But when I measure this quantity, it is not force, it is the work done. It is actually measuring the work done. It is measuring work done. To understand it, it has given the name force. But the term EMF, it is measuring the work done. Which work? It is the work done by battery or cell. Remember, I am explaining EMF. It is the work done by battery or cell to move one unit charge. To move one unit charge in the given electrical circuit. Circuit means it consists of say bulb, wires with different electrical apparatus. That is called a circuit in which electric current is flowing. That is called a circuit. So what is EMF? It is the work done by the cell. Suppose in the cell it is written 1.5. A number is written. So student, what is this 1.5? This is the amount of work done that cell will perform to move 1 coulomb charge in that circuit. And it has the same unit as potential difference. Its unit is volt. Because indirectly it is measuring work done. So there are two terms, student. One is EMF and other is potential difference. EMF is the term used for the source. and potential difference is the term used for the electrical circuit, and it is for any 2 points. Both have same unit, volt, but their meanings are different. Now one more concept of EMF. Suppose this is a cell. It is symbol positive, negative, and say I have brought it from the market and it is written 1.5 volt. This means when it is connected in a circuit, this cell will perform this much joule of work for 1 coulomb charge. Okay, student? Now in this no current is flowing. Now if I measure potential difference between these 2 points, okay, this value will also come out to be 1.5 volt. This you have to understand, because now it is not drawing any current. So the value of potential difference will be same as value of EMF. This is for the cell. Okay, student? So now there is another definition. In the open circuit, means now no current is there. EMF is equal to potential difference. Though the other part is there in the higher class, student. Now even if you don't understand it fully, just to try to understand the meaning of the word. Okay? It is not there at present in 10th class in much detail this term. You remember that this and this have same unit, and their value is same when the circuit is open, means when there is no current. Now one more very important condition of electric current, student. Electric current. Electric current will flow only when there is a potential difference. Second, very important, it will flow only when there is a closed loop, student. What is the meaning of closed loop, student? See, suppose here is the cell. Here I have connected a copper wire, and symbol of copper wire is like this, student. This I will tell you later on. This is known as resistor. Now see, student, this, it is closed. If I suppose open from here, current will not flow. This is the meaning of closed loop. Electric current will only flow when there is a closed loop. If there is a broken somewhere or there is a gap, current will not flow, student. This is a symbol I utilized, student. This is known as resistor. Means it will try to oppose the flow of current. It will try to oppose the flow of current. That property name is, that substance having that property is known as resistor. And this is what is known as electrical circuit. See, student, I am drawing the figure of electrical circuit. Cell. Now, student, this symbol, this is known as plug key. This symbol, this is known as resistor. This plug key is a device. It is like this. Between the two, see, this kind of thing it is there. This is a conductor, this is a conductor. There is a gap. In this gap, what happens? One terminal like this is connected. So when I connect this knob in between these two, this becomes fully on, means current can flow. If I take this out, there is a gap. I am taken this knob out, there is a gap. This is known as plug key. So when I want to make the current to flow, I will make this knob on. This kind of knob is there, which can be inserted in between. This is also made of conductor. This is known as plug key. Means it is to make the current on and off. Then student, we have two devices. One is known as ammeter. It measures current. And one is known as voltmeter. It measures potential difference. These two symbols you have to remember, student. And how in the circuit it is connected? Ammeter is connected anywhere in between, like this. And remember, ammeter has positive and negative terminal marks on it by red and black color. So the positive cell should be connected to positive one, like this. And voltmeter is connected between 2 points where potential difference is measured. Suppose I want to know here the potential. So I will connect voltmeter like this. It is written V. This will also follow the polarity rule. The negative cell, negative, this should be negative. In this instrument, there is a marking instrument. One red knob is there and black knob is there. Red knob and black knob. Two terminals are there in both. Red stands for positive. Black stands for negative. This will measure the current, so it can be connected anywhere in between the paths. This is between 2 points. This is known as series connection. And this is known as student parallel connection. I will come in detail into it. Now student, you solve the NCERT question which is given in the blue box in the first, second page. Okay student, and try to write it on your own words what I will explain today. Thank you student, we will continue in the next class.